G'day guys, and thanks for joining us on another live stream. So it's I'm hearing hang on, that's better. Sorry, I was hearing some stuff through my headphones. Thanks for joining us on another Thursday night here in Brisbane, Australia. It has been a great week. I managed to get out and review an awesome gun, and we'll be showing you a little bit of a snippet of a new gun reveal coming up. We got a bit of information today on a new gun actually coming into Australia, so we'll talk about that as well. So we're going to discuss shotguns today, what sort of shotguns, what gauges you guys like using, what we've used, what we enjoy, and basically answering all your questions about shotguns and basically whatever you want to talk about. We're here to answer your questions and engage with you guys. So I'll bring Jason in right now. Where is he? There he is. No, Jason.
Mate, I just want to actually apologise for that. No doubt when people heard, I had the YouTube channel on in the different channel. Sorry about that. I was listening to the countdown going, man, what did he do? This sounds absolutely horrible. So totally my fault, guys. I'm sorry about that. I forgot to mute it as soon as it come on because I'm using my deck here, it coming back through Aaron's channel as well because it's got input and output. So I'm sorry again. You know, I guess the biggest question is, have you got that chair fixed?
No, I have not got that chair fixed yet. The super chat money doesn't come through to the end of the month, so I just have to wait till then. But I got bigger problems. My microphone's crapped out on me this week while I was reviewing. So on tomorrow's review, just on the last scene, I was lucky that it didn't go too well, but it still sort of worked. But I'm going to be picking up some new mics this week, so the chair takes a back seat. I'm sure people want to see reviews, not worry about a squeaky chair.
All right, looks like we've got a few in the chat already, which is awesome, and these are picking up. Yeah. You just can't believe it. It's been fantastic. So
it has.
Great news.
And a couple on Patreon. So it has been very good. So how's your week been?
Not bad, man. Couple of interviews, as just going all right. So I was supposed to go on a hunt. Remember, I think it was a couple of weeks ago. I wasn't going to do the live stream, but in about a couple of weeks, I'll be going away again. It'll be about 3. I think it's the middle of August. So I still got about 3.5, 4 weeks, and hopefully try and get some long-range rabbit sniping and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be a great weekend. It's still going to be cold as shit. So what do? You just get out there and make it happen, do a bit of camping. I think it's going to be great to get away, and I think a lot of people are wanting to get away. But if you're in Victoria, you're not going to be able to go away, unfortunately. Sorry about that. Andrew's pretty much done a number on you guys. So what do you do?
Yeah, exactly. The poor buggers. Well, at least they haven't closed the gun shops this time. That's all I have to say. So they're not attacking the industry, well, as of yet. So let's hope it stays that way. But it's not a good thing happening down there. The so-called second wave. This is a Dan-made second wave, they reckon. So shotguns, right? You and me both shoot a bit of shotguns, and you've been lucky enough to have your Cat C in the past.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I had a Remington 870 for a while. I've still got it, but I just don't have anything on that license at the moment. Yeah, so it's I love my shotguns. There's nothing better, I reckon, than listen. I'll probably change that a little bit. I think I was a shotgun guy for a majority of my shooting life. I would say I just love shotguns. There's something about them. There's all different types of hunting that we do. Whether you're fox hunting, that's going to be in warmer or colder weather. When I go down to the riverina and the rice fields to shoot ducks, that's another different type of hunting. There's different types of game to hunt there too, depending on what the farmer wants you to get rid of. You're west of the Great Dividing Range in New South Wales. So, crows are legal, galahs are legal, sulphur-crested cockatoos. Now, probably some of the people say, whoa, you can't be hunting these types of animals. Well, some of these animals, especially on the rice fields, it's not just the ducks, it's the galahs especially are the big ones. Crows also too cause a bit of a problem, not so much eating the seed, but they do cause an issue with pecking lambs' eyes out, stuff like that. Really, really bad stuff. But yeah, man, I love my shotguns. Like probably since I've got into the long range varminting, I'd say they're pretty equal. But there's nothing like calling in foxes, man, with a shotgun. Sitting over a rice field waiting for ducks to come in. Clay targets. I shoot 5-stand. I shoot sporting clays. I haven't, honestly, for about a year. And I was with a mate probably about a year, literally the last time I shot, probably about a year ago. And I said, he goes, oh, you all right? And I said, yeah, I'm okay. I said, once I have one round to get my eye in, I'm pretty good. So this was down the line. And then I shot, I think I shot 24 out of 25. And he goes, shit, man, I didn't think you were going to be this good, So I'm all right I'm pretty decent with a shotgun. And you've got a couple of super chats already coming in, dude, too.
We have. Thank you so much, Jay Rush, for $5. I'll read these out, and then when we get down them, I'll bring them up. Just that if I come down too much, it cancels all the other comments out. So just a modest donation towards your chair, mate. Keep up the great work. Thank you. It is coming. I promise. It is coming. The new chair. Thank you very much, Jay.
That was from Chris first. The yellow one's from Chris.
Yeah, I was reading Jay's one.
Oh,
and
they both said the same thing.
Yeah, Chris, $14.99. New chair fun. Start the night off right. Thank you, Chris.
I hadn't read the first one yet. I thought, that's the first one, but I didn't want you to skip over Chris, mate. So, yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. We really appreciate these super chats that you do send in each week. It really does mean a lot to both of us. We really do enjoy it, and it goes to a really good cause. We do upgrade the stuff that we have on the show. So thank you so much, guys. Really appreciate it. So I will start off with Patreon. I've just got 2 questions here. One from Happy Hunter. Hi, Aaron. Us fans are so glad that you had the balls to start a channel that catered to the gun enthusiasts. We would love to know what moment was it that made you decide to do all this gun stuff on YouTube. And on the topic of shotguns, when you decided to purchase the Adler lever action, worst gun in history, were you aware of the straight pull's existence? Okay, well, with the Adler, no, the straight pulls weren't a thing yet. They hadn't come out. So, no, it wasn't. It was all lever actions back then. And starting YouTube, I started, as you know, with my mate Marty, who now works for Winchester. We just started up because there was no really good content in Australia at all coming out on guns, no fun content. So we just met at the range one day and started to get on, and we said, let's just give this a go. Let's make something fun. There's nothing fun in Australia with guns, so let's just do it and be typical Aussie people. Well, he's Aussie and I'm part Kiwi, so we're 1.5 Aussies. Exactly. So yeah, that's how we started. Just wanted to something different. So we never really take ourselves seriously. We never did. And I don't really take myself seriously. I'm just here to have fun, shoot stuff, blow stuff up, and just have a good fun with guns. And that's what it's all about, enjoying yourself. It's not all standing on the line and, one shot only sort of stuff. Yeah, you won't see that on my channel. And that's what we don't like.
That's what I used to think about sometimes, not about Australian shooters in general, but, like a lot of people from overseas, a lot of different gun channels, like to have fun with firearms. And I don't know, I just get the vibe. I mean, not with your earlier videos, but I just got the vibe more from shooters that, were they really ready? Are they ready for people to have fun with firearms? And, while people, some people have made fun with firearms on YouTube before, some people get grief about it. and like, but they run off to an American channel and watch someone, that has fun with firearms, Demolition Ranch, amongst other channels, which are fantastic channels, I might add. So I don't know why all of a sudden it's, sometimes to be frowned upon here. I mean, we're here to have fun with firearms, enjoy ourselves. If that's clay target shooting, great. If that's hunting, fantastic. If that's blowing some shit up, fantastic too. I mean, that's where I think how I first off found your videos. You know what I mean? I wanted someone. I like the fun stuff. I really, really do. I like the blowing up of stuff. I like, seeing what a rifle bullet will do to some type of steel or something. That's just what I like. That's just interesting to me. So that's how. I mean, how did we get in contact with each other? I can't even remember. I think it was Marty first on the show.
Yeah, he went on your podcast and something on the lines that you begged me to come on your podcast or something like that.
Yeah,
something like that.
That's it. That's it. Absolutely.
Yeah, that was definitely it. And we've got another super chat here. Yep, Gary Kosh. New chair fund, $7.99. Thank you so much, Gary. We will bring a comment up. And I thought I saw another $15 one flash up, but it's gone.
You better get that chair, man, because every time I'm like, oh, it's just like painful in my headphones.
We will bring them up. If I missed that, I'm sorry, but we will see it down there. Okay, second question. Mick Beckers. G'day, Aaron. Can you guys explain primer pocket swagging? Swaging. What is it? Is it different to uniforming? Jason, I don't do any of that.
Yeah, I don't really either, dude. But while Aaron's talking about it, we will look it up. So you can chat, Aaron.
Definitely. Yeah, I don't do it. I just shove a primer in there and just shove some powder in there, crush it all down and send it down the range. Okay, so first question here about the shotguns. Shane Gibb. Hi, fellas. My little snake gun is a Winchester Cooey 410, and my favourite shotty is an ATA under and over. Nice guns. That's awesome. Yeah, you really can't. It's a stable thing to have in your collection, really, isn't it? A under over. It's like everyone should have one. Well, I've got a coach gun side by side. I just love the shortness of it. But okay, an Aussie capitalist. There you go, Jace.
Just one sec. I'm having a look at that. Swaging out the crimps instead of cutting them eliminates trims and mess. It is designed to be used on any compatible single-stage press and comes with a swage tool, case handle, and shell holder to make your job easier. So I guess it's a way to take that military crimp out of things like 223. I know I had the same issue. I had about, hundreds and hundreds of 223 shells when I used to have a 223. And, man, that was a bit of a nightmare to get that crimp out. But once you've got the right tool, I haven't noticed any difference. I mean, I didn't do the swaging. I did the cutting to get it out. And, yeah, I had good reloads, basically there was hardly any difference in velocity, which is what you want ultimately. You don't want to be long-range shooting and you have, a standard deviation or whatever of, 50 feet per second. So that's something we need to look at. But, I mean, how far do you want to go, guys? Most of us are just good Aussie blokes, just love having a shoot. If we can reload good rounds that have got a low SD, standard deviation, or extreme spread, that's what we want, because ultimately down range, that's going to be a big difference if you've got one going 3,000 feet a second and then one going 3,100 and all different ones in between there. So, yeah, man, I haven't done the swaging. I've cut it out in the 223, but other than that, man, I can't give much more advice on that to you, unfortunately.
I've never done it. I've just cleaned out the primer pocket holes, on the automatic tool, cleaning them out. Excuse me, and that's about it. Just change the subject a little bit, guys. Just getting back to the question was just asked about the YouTube channel and that. Now, I can go into more depth about talking about YouTube and the social media side of guns and everything. Maybe one day when Jason's not here, if he doesn't want to be a part of it, or whatever, because we normally talk about guns because Jason's so knowledgeable about guns as well. I can talk more about it, ask questions about it, sound off in the comments if you want to hear about it. Any stories, who I've met, what I've done, how we get paid, which I can tell you now, we don't really. So we can talk about all that. I get asked a lot, talk about equipment that we use, which is always something that comes up. People want to know. So if you want to hear a podcast, a live stream on that, just sound off in the comments and we'll make it happen.
Let's talk a bit more about shotguns first. I mean, what you've got, what have you got? Are you going to go into one right now first? Yeah, okay. Then we'll go into more detail about, what types and stuff like that. That'll be good as well.
Yeah, we'll get it. We've got so many questions mounting up. Okay, so Aussie Capitalist, Benelli M4 is my favourite shotgun. I can get one on a collector's license, but it would suck to only be able to use it once or twice a year on club shoots. Yes, it would, totally. I couldn't spend that sort of money and would not be allowed to shoot it.
Yeah, I've had a Benelli M2. I've had a Browning Maxus 12 gauge. That's gas operated. I've had, what else I had? I had Benelli Super Sport. If I had to pick the ones that were the best, in my opinion, you're going to pay a bit more for them. But the Benellis, wow, man, they're a really nice shotgun. And as I said before, I think in previous shows, the inertia-driven system, there's no recoil spring in the butt. I don't think there is anyway, from what I pulled when I used to pull them apart. But they're just brilliant, mate. I'm telling you, absolutely brilliant. So clean, so easy to clean. They are brilliant. Really, really good. So, I understand what Aussie Capitalist is saying, the M4. That's more of, I guess, military style. I think it was a short-barreled one, but the M2 was more the duck hunting shotgun. I think it had a 28-inch barrel and black anodized, man. Man, I'll probably regret selling that, to be brutally honest. But I think I bought it for like $2.5 when I imported it myself. I did the whole process, and then I think I ended up selling it for about $3.5. Same thing with the Benelli Super Sport. I think I bought it for $2,300. In Australia, they were about $3,800, $3,900. I think I got well over $4,000 for it when I sold it. So, definitely made money on those because they're very, very hard to come by, especially if you're on a sports shooting C-class license. You need to, if you want to buy a brand new one, you can't just go to the shop. You need to go through the Attorney General's department. And it's sometimes up to a 4 to 6 month process just to get the approval, so you can get them either imported or, if not, released from customs. Like a lot of the big companies will have a customs holding, and then when they actually get approval, you send it all. The dealer or the importer goes and picks it up for you from their holding, and then brings it back, man. But the M4s, man, not bad. I've seen a few in my time, but never touched one, unfortunately. I would have liked to have shot one, but on the C class, you can only do it with, at the range, and you're going to use certain types of guns, so semi-autos. So
exactly. And on your C license, how many could you own?
Just
one at a time?
As many as you want.
Well, that's all right. But you can't take them hunting, could you?
No, you can't. Which is the disappointing part, And the thing is, when you go to the range, man, everyone's looking at you. I used to shoot with a Remington 870 pump. Best time of my life, man, shooting that thing. You'd have the guys with the $10,000 DT10s or DT11s or whatever they are, and I'd be beating him with a bloody $300 US gun, and I'm like, they're like, geez, you can shoot that bloody thing, eh? And I said, yeah, it's a good gun, yeah. I bet Remington 870. If I had to pick one pump, man, I wish we could have them for duck shooting and just on the quads. And, man, fuck, we miss out so much, guys. We really, really do.
Yeah, no, I miss my playing with pump actions and the semi-autos from overseas. I really do miss it. Yeah, I think about my old pump action all the time. So here we go. This is an interesting one. Hello, what is your view on the Uzcon LA887? Cheers. Well, that's a lever action shotgun, and I reviewed it when it first came in. I got one off the wholesale and reviewed it. It was okay. It worked, but lever actions aren't really my thing, and especially not in shotguns. So it worked well. In fact, that was one of the better ones of all the lever actions out there. Was the Uzcon. It was probably the best one out there we'd used at the time. But you don't really see many of them around anymore, do you? So,
listen, if I had my way, I've told this to Aaron a bunch of times. I think you might agree, but I just believe that the lever action shotgun mechanism is just one that's really not conducive to A, quality, and B, great ejection. I've seen so many problems, guys. You probably heard the stories out there. Yeah, there's probably people watching the stream too that have had, an Adler or any particular brand, Turkish brand, that's just never missed a beat, and that's awesome. But I just think these days, mate, you really can't go past a straight pull shotgun. I mean, basically the same thing, easy to use. It's just going to be so much better for you, in my opinion. I just don't think the lever actions, it's a bit of a, like, what other country are they really selling lever action shotguns? I mean, maybe Australia, maybe other countries that can't get semi-automatics. But, you know, again, I just think, guys, a good straight pull. If you haven't got one now and you are going to put your money into one, I'd definitely go a straight pull. And, you know, they're getting pretty good results. I think reliability is better. That's at least from what I'm hearing from people. So that's what I do. I wouldn't bother. I think the lever action in the shotgun market, because you can have straight pulls, is pretty much dead. I wouldn't bother with them at all. So
yeah, it definitely is. The quality is getting a lot better, but you do get what you pay for. The more you spend, you do get a bit of a better quality shotgun, like the one I took out today that you will be seeing. I've got a little video to show you guys later on. It worked really well, and yeah, they seem to be a lot more solid, more you pay for. And yeah, they are getting way more reliable now, way more reliable.
And it's good. We've got well over, I'm seeing on just flicking over to YouTube, about 130 logged in any one time, guys, which is, it's building up every single week. Shit,
That's the most we've ever had. This is it. You've broken all records, guys. Thank you so much.
Let's get to 1,000 regular. That'd be nice.
Okay, so we'll go down a few of these. My uncle had a Spaz 12. What should be Spaz, not Spaz, before the government stole it off him. That's a real shame. You hear all those stories, don't you? All these awesome guns being destroyed, bits of history, because they don't make them anymore. So it's a real shame.
There's some nice guns out there, man, in the shotgun. Like, I just love seeing a good shotgun. Normally, I don't like wood on my firearms. I try and avoid it. But, like, with a shotgun, it's, you know, kind of, there's not much really, only in your straight pulls, really, that you've got ones that are synthetic that I'm seeing. I mean, I think they've got one. Browning Synergy may have one that's a synthetic for an under and over, but that's pretty expensive, I think. But, yeah, man, I love my shotguns too. I've got a couple of them myself and like them a lot, so.
Yep, definitely. Me too. There you go, Jace.
So we've got Decahex. Yo, as long as the mag tube can't hold more than 5 shells, are we still allowed to ghost load a Cat B shotgun to hold 7 rounds total, 5+1, with an extra shell on the carrier for a total of 7? Listen, I would always say obey the law. That's all I'll say on this particular issue.
Bad boy. Yes. Jeez,
stick with your 4+1, sir. Stick with your 4+1.
I don't know how they're going to stop you, though. And who's ever going to find out when you're out hunting? So your pump action you're saying you had, do you regret getting rid of it?
Listen, I don't really go shotgunning as much as I really want to anymore. So that's the disappointing part. I love shooting clays. I'm a big 5-stand. I don't like down the line. It just, you know, it's boring. It's the same old thing. I don't shoot trap. I love field and game. I love 5-stand because, you know what, it's always changing. That's the benefit of that discipline. You know, you can move your clay target trailers around. You can have them, you know, coming over your top of your head. You've got ones in front of you shooting straight up. You've got rabbit targets bouncing along the ground. You've got them coming over your left shoulder, mate. I tell you what, 5-stand and field and game, best bar none. I wouldn't bother. It's really interesting. We used to go there. We used to see guys come down from the trap range and, you know, they'd rock up and their guns in front of their face and they're ready. And then it comes over their shoulder and they're like, oh, what? Mate, they're used to one discipline and one discipline only. I said, mate, you got to have gun down. You got to have gun down. You can't shoot in the gun up position. You can, but you're probably not going to hit much, to be brutally honest, because left, right, straight up in the air, over your shoulders, rabbits along the ground. It's just, mate, nothing better than field and game and 5-stand, in my opinion, because it's always changing. And let us know in the comments if you're shooting any of those disciplines.
Yeah, I've never done a shotgun contest. Never done it. I've always been a pistol contest guy. But, yeah, I might change it. Might give it a go one day. Yeah. Now, here's an interesting one coming up. So, as you know, I reviewed the Blazer F3. I've actually been doing a lot of shotgun videos. That's how this tonight's stream came along. I reviewed the Blazer F3, which is $12,000, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. And I copped a lot of flack on that from people. I don't know why. They just abused the gun, which I couldn't believe. So here we go from JL Johnny. Love the high-end F3 review. And the next comment. I love the tight-ass haters that bag the F3 because they don't have the balls to put the money where their mouth is. My $600 Berto is as good. Yeah, that's the sort of comments we got. But guys, it doesn't matter if you can't afford the gun. I could not afford some of these guns. I couldn't afford $12,000 for a shotgun. But I really appreciate the craftsmanship that goes into it, because I just love craftsmanship of materials and how things are made and all that. And this thing was just absolutely awesome. The way it was put together, the quality, the engraving of some of these guns, just amazing. And that's what I really look for.
Let's talk about the quality too, because ultimately that's really important. You know, you really got to be spending, and not obviously to me, not $12,000. I just wouldn't spend that sort of money on a shotgun, but it's a fantastic gun. I wish I could own one or one of those really high-end ones if I had all types of money to spend. But again, if you buy a $600 or $700 shotgun, you're just not going to see the quality you are at, say, the $1,500 price point or the $2,000 price point. And I've had a bunch of them, and I've always said it. If you buy, and the prices come down too, I'm not sure what they are right now. Maybe I'll have a look when Aaron's talking. But the Miraku or Moroku, however you want to say it, MK70, mate, for about $1,500, $1,600. I remember I bought one years ago. Mine was about $1,800. So they've certainly dropped in price a little bit, but I'll get a price for you guys in a minute. But that is the best bang for buck shotgun, made in Japan, good wood, brilliantly made, for about $1,500, $1,600. And I just can't go past those for longevity. That is a gun you're going to be able to hand down to your kids, bar none. If you're going to buy, a cheaper $900 shotgun, I'm talking in the non-straight pull versions. Yeah, you might have as JL Joinery said, your Boydos and your other types of shotguns. They just don't have the feel. I'm sorry. I've felt them. I've got mates that have got them. It's like holding a plank of wood. They're just not feeling that good to me. Go out there, try a bunch of different ones. But I reckon at $1,500 to around $2,500, you're getting some pretty darn good shotguns. I've had MK70s. I've had the Model 10 Grade 1. I've got a Beretta Silver Pigeon in a 28-inch barrel currently as well. Nice guns, man. But, if you have your way, the Berettas are a bit lighter, I think, than the Mirakus. But, like I said, mate, $1,500, if you haven't got a lot of money, that's the best bang for the buck shotgun on the market, bar none. You've also got, what's that other brand I'm just thinking of? When Aaron goes on a bit more, I'll think about it. But there's a couple of shotguns in that price range that are really good. You've got a couple of Frankie as well. I'm not sure if they're in the price range, but they're pretty good too. There's plenty in that price bracket, guys. But bang for the buck, the Miraku MK70, you can go duck shooting with it. You can shoot clays with it. You got a 30-inch barrel. So you can, if you want to, maybe take it on a quad. It's probably a little bit cumbersome, but it's possible, to shoot at the back of a farm. But like I said, my go is if you're going to go on a farm, mate, go a straight pull. Go a synthetic straight pull. It's going to be awesome. And you're going to get more shots out of it. You're going to be able to pull the lever. You're going to have a ball. Whereas a two-shot shotgun, it's okay, but
Yeah, you definitely do get what you pay for. And this was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful gun. The timber work was absolutely, I've never seen timber work so stunning in it. I really didn't. And we got another $5 super chat from G-Force. Thank you so much. Can you recommend a factory 12-gauge birdshot cartridge that has more punch than the average 2 3/4-inch 34-gram loads? Currently use a Remington 4-shot.
So I'm just recommend a 12-gauge birdshot cartridge is more punch. I know there's other loads that going into 36 gram. I think there's one even in the 40 gram load as well. Again, it all depends on what you're going to be shooting, man. You should talk about ducks. You talk about steel. Are you talking about shooting foxes? Are you talking about let us know down the bottom, man, a bit more detail what you're sort of looking at. But I stick to your standard 4s. If you're going to shoot ducks, because you can still use lead on the rice, so I use 4s and 5s on ducks on the Riverina. You trip 7.5 just for your standard clay target shooting. Even if I shoot skeet or I shoot something else, I still use 7.5. They're cheaper. If you've got some bird hunting, when I'm down in the rice fields like the crows and the galahs, when I get an opportunity, I just use your 7.5s. Sometimes I try to use 4s, and there's a bit too much spread in the pattern sometimes, so it tends to miss them at times. So it depends how close you are, what choke you're using. Yeah, man, give us a bit more detail, I think. Yeah.
Yep. Well, yes, I have just lost some of the previous questions. They just disappeared on me. So,
What again?
yeah, I looked down and then they went. So I'm up to Boonstead Sora
Yep.
at 7:04. There
Do you
was a
want me
couple of
to read them out? Do you want me to
there was a
go read
cou-
them out?
yeah, there's a couple of good questions. One was a guy saying, "Will they ban one of the new straight pull shotguns, border force? Do you think they'll ban them?" Well, I just don't know. Anything could happen. They get approved in Australia, and then before you know it, everyone buys it, and it's just like they're playing games with us out of spite. And they wait till everyone buys them and say, "No, you got to get rid of them now." Anything
Yeah.
could happen. You just don't know, do you? That's all Russian roulette, really.
Yeah, I'll read a few if you want, man, so people don't
Yeah,
miss out.
yeah, definitely.
Leverett Oz says, I ended up with a Berica Black Ops 12 gauge a few weeks ago, going to try it this weekend. JL Johnnery, everyone needs a 12 gauge. They certainly do. Here we go. Decker Hex, what are the odds that Border Force Comrade Shoebridge, he's from the Greens here in New South Wales, and dear old Samantha Lee will come after the double barrel straight pull ever? You got something in there?
Hey? Yes. Oh. Then hang on.
Playing his video again, guys.
Oh yeah, I was just setting up. I don't know what happened there. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Just trying to set it up.
Professional outfit here, guys, but you know, when you do a live stream, you got to expect that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get how to get the set up. Sorry, guys. We'll play the video very soon.
Yeah, hardcore unit, the Adler straight pull all the way. Who else we got here? We've got boosted Sora. It looks like the Sulan or Saloon TAC 12 there. Well, is it? Yeah. It might be. It might not be.
Could be something.
Neil Constantinow. Hey, boys, can't wait for the Thursday for the show. Go the Adlers. Just a question away from shotguns. He's purchasing a Ruger LR22 Precision. What's a good quality scope to put on it? I don't know. What do you think, Aaron? What do you reckon for the like a Ruger Precision 22? What scope would you put on there?
Well, it depends on your price range. You can go. A lot of people go the Vortex Vipers, the Gen 2s, up to 25 times, I think. That seems to be a pretty stable, but then you can get the same thing a bit cheaper as like your Zero Techs and stuff like that. Or you go all out and go further up to the Razors. Or I've seen my mate's got one with a Smith & Bender on it. So it all depends on your price range, really.
And what you want to do with it? Is it just a bunny buster, or is it a long range training rig, or long range 22 training hunting rig? Let us know, Neil, mate. Let us know in the comments below. Looks like we've got a few of the our friends with the 243 Brigade back again, saying it's the superior cartridge.
Okay.
It all depends on who you ask. You know, it depends on who you ask. Just scrolling down, guys. Okay, here we go. Got Decker Hex again. So at 657, he says we got a straight pull, gave it a custom extended charging handle. So the knob's right above the trigger, and did the SMLE trigger finger technique with it. How fast do you reckon it could go? I mean, you know, I'd probably prefer, you know, I wonder if a button system, they like put shit on us, the government, have they stopped that recently? Because I know you were you got some more information. Maybe you might want to share that later on about the Bernie Caron as well. I'd love if you could shoot them and they'd come back into the rearward position, and then you either press a button or do something to drop the hammer, to drop the bolt again. It's okay to pull it backwards and forwards. It's not a big deal, but I think ultimately, you know, shooting it and the gas blowing the bolt back and staying back and then releasing it, I think would be better. But the government seems to be okay with other types of guns, like in rifle format, just not with shotgun. They want to do that. I don't know why. Like, what's the big deal?
Yeah, exactly. Well,
one thing though, imagine if you get to that point though, you pull the trigger, it stays in the rearward position, right? And then you release the bolt. I mean, that's what they're basing laws on. I mean, just that. Why not just do it so it goes backwards and forwards? So it's a semi-automatic. What have we really got to go through this bullshit of bang, blows back, stays back, click, bang? I mean, really?
It's for community safety. For community safety, and it makes the cops feel all warm and fuzzy. That's what it's for.
I know.
Yeah, it is absolute bullshit. Well, I'll tell the guys, Verni Caron shotguns are now being sold in Australia. They are actually producing them here in Australia. They're fulfilling some of the back orders, and now they are actually, so you can get hold of your gun shop here in Brisbane. Go to Browns Plains Firearms. Are taking orders for the Verni Caron shotgun. They're $3,500. But once again, Verni Caron is a high-end French-made company, and they're very nice rifles. I know Rick the importer, great guy. So they're actually bringing the parts in and assembling them here in Australia. So creating Australian jobs, which is really good. Because they can't bring the fucking guns in one piece. They got to come in bits.
You can't bring a whole gun in, but you can bring it in pieces. Again, does this make any sense to anybody?
Exactly.
Our buddy Colin Penfold. Hi, guys. What's the best general purpose hunting / target shot? I'm not a fan of some of these Turkish shotguns as they feel too light. Now, if you mean target shot in the shotgun, I mean, you traditional, like I said, 7.5 lead for your clay targets. You got 9 for skeet, stuff like that. If you can go to the Riverina, your standard 4-shot lead, because you can still use lead on the rice fields because you're on private property. I think a lot of the guys in steel in Victoria are going 2s because apparently something that's, a couple of up, so really a 2 in steel is sort of a 4 in lead. So, yeah, then they're sticking to number 2 shot in steel in Victoria. Then, Foxes, I've generally gone AAA or BBs. 2s work well if you're calling him in really close. And then obviously if you got anything, pigs, large goats, if you're on the back of a quad or something, maybe your standard, double aught buck. You got your 9 pellet. I'm not sure what the 9 pellet is, but double aught buck as well, 9 pellet. Man, that'll take a lot of game, pigs, goats. I even saw one guy shoot foxes with the double buck. So it hits them pretty hard when you hit him with one of those, the pellet the size of a bloody marble. So wouldn't want to get hit with that shit. So.
Yeah. We just got another super chat and it's just gone. It was up there, but we will get to it. Just saying thank you for the good show, but we will get to your super chat very soon.
Here, I'll do it. This is from Matt Carl. Keep up the good work, guys. So cheers, super chat, $7.99 from Matt Carl. So thanks for that, mate. I'm just having a look, Aaron, before you. What time did you get to finish over there? What time did your first comment there?
7:04.
All right, 7:04. Oh, you know what? I've lost it too when I scrolled down. I lost it too.
Okay, guys. Just
7-11. 7-11.
Okay, well, I'm before that, so I'll take over.
Sort your shit out, StreamYard, you assholes.
Yeah. Maybe they want us to pay. Maybe they want us to pay the $500 to get rid of that bird. Then they can stop screwing with us. Yeah.
We should email them and say, guys, why is your free product not working?
Exactly. So relay your comments and we will get to them. Just relay your comments, guys. So we'll take over from here. Boostetta. A bullpup is coming out soon. Don't think it is. Don't think it's Pro 12, but yep, I've heard there is a bullpup coming. I do know one company that's doing it, and it is just on hold for a little bit. So yeah, it's definitely coming. Once again, this is the super chat from Chris Miller. To start off the chair, thank you so much, Chris. Really appreciate it. And as I said, the chair is coming. And Aussie Capitalist, it's bloody freezing in Brisbane. Yes, it is. We actually had the coldest night out where I live ever in history of 1 degree. So that was actually minus a couple of degrees that night because it's always a lot colder because I'm in a gully. So yeah, it is very cold. SHS 12 gauge mag feed from Prepper. Not bad in the side-by-side to shoot. Well, we reviewed the SHS straight pull, didn't we? A couple of years ago.
Got it. I didn't like it. I mean, it was a good gun if they made it with just your standard stock, but it had the pistol grip, which sort of had a rolled over stock, and I couldn't hit a brass razoo with it. Yet I had what was the Rossi Circuit Judge with, I think it was, but what was it? Little shots in it, 22 shots. 410. 410.
410. Yeah. And you better do clay shooting with it.
I couldn't miss. I could not miss with that thing.
Yeah.
I couldn't miss.
Yeah, but when it came to the 45 Colt, the smallest group was like that. And then remember the stock cracked while we're shooting it, split the stock. So we do have another super chat from Dave. Now I want to give a big shout out to Dave. He's an electrician here. He came over on the weekend and fixed my internet. So thank you so much, Dave.
One thing I wanted to say last week, guys, it wasn't my internet. I thought it was mine, but it was bloody Aaron's internet, the bastard. So he was blaming the wrong person.
Well, we've got to move the modem in the office now, so it is going really well. Hasn't cut out yet. So, So thank you so much, Dave. That was awesome. It was nice to meet you. Very nice guy. It was great talking to him. Always like meeting you guys. It's always a highlight meeting you guys out and about at the gun shops and that. So here's Jay about the UseCon is great. Yep, it wasn't a bad gun at all when we tried it for a lever action. It's one of the better lever actions out there. Here we go.
Question is, like I said, is the lever action in 2020? I mean, if you already got one, great. But if I was going to be buying one now, it'd 100% be a straight pull, no question about it.
Yep. Aaron Coons, I'm sick of these bloody trolls running amok and talking smack about my favourite caliber. Let me guess, a 243 caliber?
Mate, you're going to have to get a 243 just to join the club, dude.
Oh, man, if these trolls are back in, I'm just going to start banning them again. They're going to open new accounts. So, and here's Jay.
Generally love the 243.
Yeah, that's not bad at all for mid-range hunting at all. Not bad at all. Jay, modest donation towards a chair. Thank you very much, Jay. We talked to you before. And Beretta, 302 and 303, best shotgun ever. I've shot a few Berettas.
I shot a Beretta, I think, back in, I think if it's like correct, a guy had one when I was in Waco, Texas, and he had a 302 or 303. I think it was a 303. But, man, they're nice, man. They're nice. All the AL391s were good too, if I've got the correct too, but they're not that old. They're one of the sort of the newer crop of shotgun in the semi-auto. But damn, man, we miss out on so much, man. I hate even talking about it because it makes me sad.
The last semi-auto I shotgun was a Sega 12, the AK-47, and it was awesome. Absolutely awesome. Had a lot of fun. Brought back a lot of memories. That was overseas, guys, so... not here in Australia, of course.
Up to 140 on the live stream, man. Building up every week, guys. Keep up the work. Come and join the chat. Let's have a laugh on a Thursday night and talk a bit of shit. Also, you tell us what you want to hear. What topics? Stick them down in the comments. Also, if we say, while you're here, 140 guys, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to Shooting Stuff Australia. All the links are down below as well for Jason's and mine. Social media accounts, so go look at those. We both actually this week joined up Parler, didn't we? The free speech. I haven't been on it since I started, but Lacey from Colorado, she's on there. Talked to her this week. She does the she just signed up as well. She does the hot brass and bullets at Dragon Man. So she makes some videos with Dragon Man out there, the most armed man in the US. So she just joined up as well. She's following the show. And I can see Aussie Capitalist at about 712 saying, 112, mate. We're kicking butt, mate. We're in the 144, almost 145 now. It's getting shit hot in here. Well done. Yeah, exactly. And it's something that I really like. I have always wanted to get in. It's ACAR triple. So the 3-barrel shotgun. They're a lot of fun. Very heavy. So I'd definitely go the 20-inch one, because they are a heavy gun, being just even the extra barrel makes it a lot heavier. But they are heaps of fun. I had an ACAR Churchill, a 12 gauge, and I always wanted a side-by-side. There's not much in side-by-sides available other than, I think there's a Frankie as well. But they're expensive. This one I was looking many years ago, they're about $3,500. So I bought the ACAR Churchill side by side, and fit and finish, man, it was a nice gun. I got to admit, for the price, I think it was about $11.50 at the time. Unfortunately, mechanically, it was a fucking piece of shit. It really was. And I went back out I got it back from repair. I took it back to the range, and I thought, well, what better way than shoot sporting and smack about 5 or 6 rounds in one sitting. I got to about the third shot again after it had been repaired, and the trigger went hard again. Then I thought, oh, no, and then it wouldn't shoot the second barrel, and then sometimes it was just going off. It was just unsafe. So luckily, you know, in courtesy and great work to the importer, I think it was Naya, they gave me my money back, and, you know, I was really happy about that. And I ended up buying the Miraku MK70. So, like I said, guys, you know, spend the money if you can. I'm not saying all Acker Churchills are bad. Please understand that. Just the one I had was a Friday afternoon lemon, unfortunately, and after 2 repairs, they gave me my money back. So, but fit and finish, I love a side-by-side. Brilliant, man. I love those. I mean, if I could get another one and I could afford a good one, you know, I really would, because there's nothing better than the beauty of a side-by-side shotgun.
Yep, exactly. I've got a little Birdo thing bought donkeys years ago. And unfortunately, what happened was I took the choke out for cleaning, forgot to put it back in, put it in my gun safe. It was resting at the back of the gun safe for a few months, pulled it out to take it out the other day. And the metal's so thin on the end, it's pinched it. So I had to do a bit of get the old hammer out and try and fix up to get the choke back in. So
must be just thin barrels. Yeah, not good. Again, it comes back to spending the money. Spend the money. If you got to wait 6 months, spend the money.
Especially with we'll talk a bit about after I show this video. We'll talk a bit about that actually.
Read out the super chat first. You got another one, dude.
Oh, cool. $20 from Crazy Horse.
Subscribers, dude. Get with it.
Crazy Horse. No comment. Thank you so much, Crazy Horse, for that. $20. That is awesome. I do feel a new chair coming on. I really do. And I might have to go get the microphone first, though. Sorry, guys.
By the end of this bloody chat, you should have one that expensive. You should have one by tomorrow.
Yeah, I will go down and get one probably after work tomorrow on the way home.
All right, video, I think, are we?
Yeah, we'll play the video. Okay, it's the first time I've tried to play you guys the video on live chat, so I really hope this works.
We're just playing a bit of it.
Just a 30-second teaser. This is.
You gonna tell them what it is or no?
You'll see what it is. Okay, so we will bring this up. So hopefully you get sound. If you don't get sound, Jason, just yell at me.
Yeah, no, it's working. It's working.
So there we go. So hope you guys like that.
Yeah, it's the what are you trying to do there? You were doing a right-handed, then an under one. I thought, was this guy trying to be John Wick or?
Oh, one step away from John Wick, mate.
Which is right here.
Away.
What this is a metal poster, actually. It's a metal poster of John Wick behind his car with his gun. So I love the John Wick series, as probably most of you guys do. So that's actually a metal poster made out of metal, actually. So I like it. It's got an animated sort of look to it. It's by a company called Displate, Displate. They put prints on metal and they stick them on the wall via magnets. So yeah, they're only fairly thin, but mate, they're awesome. So yeah, John Wick.
Might have to get some for the man cave. Yeah, so that was the Saloon TAC 12. Now the full review will be up tomorrow at 4 p.m. in the afternoon. That I'm not going to give too much away actually, but it is good. Let's put it this way: you get what you pay for. It's not a one of these cheaper $600 ones. That goes for between $1,200 to $1,300. And you can really do feel the difference in these. You really can, to be honest. So that was, you guys have been asking for it, so I went out and got one. And, yep, really good. I did enjoy it. So, yep, you'll see a lot more tomorrow, a lot more mayhem with it. I spent the day blowing stuff up. I put a ton of slugs through this. I mean, like 4 or 5 boxes of 10 slugs. So yeah, and it was weighted so well because it's a bit heavier gun. It took a lot of that recoil out of it too. So it was really good.
But they make certain types. Is there a bunch of different models, or what's the situation?
They do a camo and they do black and they do that by special request. They'll do any color you want. They have a New South Wales one, which is a solid stock, just your normal sort of solid stock with a pistol grip, because you can't have the adjustable stocks down there. That's actually like a Benelli M4 stock, I think it is. So,
the one with a longer barrel, because I've got the
yes, they do. They do go up to 71 centimeters. I think the barrels are about $350, I think, offhand. So you can request a longer barrel or get an extra barrel. I know they're going to start selling the extra barrels with the gun or by request. And I've even heard that they are coming up with a rifled barrel.
See, it all depends on what you're going to be doing. See, for me, I'd want to buy it strictly probably with the either 26 or a 28-inch barrel, because, that's for me. I want to shoot birds. I want to have a mixture that's going to be able to shoot. The short barrel probably might suit some people more than probably suit me. I think Aaron's going to do a review on one soon, or he has, or he's got one in the works. I've got the Dickinson. I have not had a misbeat on my Dickinson. I know Aaron had an issue with the locking nut on the barrel, and I have in the past too. You just can't do it too tight, because the more you shoot it, the tighter it gets. So don't put it too tight and don't put it too loose. But if I had to give one bit of advice, if you're a right-hander, get the left-handed version. If you're a left-hander, get the right-handed version, because with mine, I'm right. I've got to take. And as the gun is in your arm, you're pushing forward to grab it, and you got to put your finger back on the trigger. If I had the left one, I shoot, and then I just go bang, boom, bang, boom, bang, boom. Yeah, you got to have that extra weight on your shoulder, not having, a hand on the foregrip. But I just think it's better. If I had my time over, I would have bought the left-handed version. But hey, if anyone's developing them out there, make the bloody things ambidextrous, for Pete's sake. Put 2 holes in the side of the receiver.
Yeah, I think a few of them are now. The SHS, I think, coming out. The one that you and me reviewed is ambidextrous. But I don't really have a problem. I shot it right-handed and left-handed. Even though I can't see very good out of my right eye, I still managed to hit stuff, and it worked well, and I don't have a problem either way. So, yeah, I was trying the old underneath. It's that smooth. That bolt, I tell you, on that Saloon Arms one is so smooth. It was just glided, and I could feel it loosening up over the day as well. I pumped through quite a bit that day, and yep, it did work well. But you'll hear and see more tomorrow at 4 o'clock for the full review. It was a great day out. Hadn't been out to the farm for quite a while. So, any day shooting is a good day.
And I've already seen it. Got the drone out. The drone footage is pretty good. And when I saw the drone footage, I was hoping shit wasn't going to pop up and smack your drone. I don't know how close you had it, but I was looking at a couple of those watermelons going, oh, shit, that's going to back up and hit the drone.
Yeah, it was pretty close. It was pretty close. So here we go. MP, what's the coolest shotgun ever?
Oh, shit. Coolest. I reckon one of those. What's that one that the Russian dude, what was his name? FPS Russia used to use. At the Sega 12. What was it? Sega 12?
Sega 12.
I'll have a look on it now.
Oh, the AA12. Full auto?
Yeah.
That's the coolest one I was going to say.
But it's a good door breacher, no doubt.
Yeah, and no recoil the way it's set up. So, yeah, I'd say the AA12. But, of course, we don't have it here. It's full auto. The pump action, I'd say 870. I used to love shooting the old 870s Remingtons. And for a semi-auto / pump would be the Spaz 12. I've unfortunately never got to shoot one overseas, and I really wish I had. Yeah, because there's something different.
Yeah, no, you're right, man. I'd probably agree 2 of those. I mean, what's that one? Yeah, I would have got 870. Man, brilliant shotgun. Great for home defense in a coach gun version or a shortened barrel. The AA12. Have you seen that thing? That thing's a cannon. And, there's a lot of good shotguns out there, man. A lot of people love their shotguns, and I'm one of those guys too.
Yeah, I'm starting to get into it. And you were talking about the longer barrels. But here in Queensland, we can't do wing shooting, can't shoot anything on wings at all, unfortunately. So most of our shotguns here are 20 inches. That Saloon Arms was an 18.5, I think it was, and they're great for in the car, just out of the door, sitting on your dashboard, sort of thing, going around the farm. But see, we don't do wing shooting here, so longer barrels don't really sell up here. Everything's short barrels. I like the look of the short barrels too. And here we go. Aussie Capitalist picked up my Saloon Arms TAC 12 in black and love it. I haven't heard anyone say they don't like them yet.
Still reckon they should have called it Sulan Arms. I reckon that sounds so much better. I got my Sulan.
Yes, sounds sounds a bit erotic.
Sulan Arms, Sulan. I've got my Sulan.
It's Saloon.
Saloon. Come on, Sulan. Make it Sulan. You know it's better.
Exactly. And Paul. Good evening, boys from Dubbo. Hello, Paul. How are you?
Hello, Paul.
Okay. This is another very, very good shotgun. Brought the Berica Storm a couple of months ago and still haven't shot it. Need to buy some property. Yes, would be great to own a lot of property, wouldn't you?
If I win the lottery one day and I get like 1,000 acres, we're all going to have a mad. It'll probably have to be in Queensland. It's the only place you can really shoot like targets and shit. So we'll just have a big live stream party. We'll just shoot everything and anything. That's legal. Well, you know what I mean?
Well, you can buy 100 acres here in Queensland and do the old 100-acre loophole, which is you get a Cat C if you tell them that you've got pests in that, and they'll give you a Cat C. So you could get 100 acres up here. You can go right out west and pick them up for like $30,000-$40,000 for 100 acres, about 3-4 hours out of Brisbane. So that could, that's always one way. But once again, it costs you $30,000 to get a semi-auto.
That's right, mate. 30 grand's cheap for that. Forget the acreage, you know.
Yeah. So here we go. Spaz 12's the coolest, and no, the AA 12, which Jason and me both agree.
What time are you up to? So I can have a look. What time are you up to?
7:08. We've only just scratched the surface.
Shit, man. We're talking way too much shit.
Yeah, well, that's what we do. So I'm just going to skip. If I missed some of you, I'm very sorry. But if it's just general chit-chat, I'll get down to the actual questions because we have so many here. And here's a super chat. New chair fund. Thank you so much, Gary. Really appreciate that.
It's not Gary, dude. It's Gray Koch.
Oh, Gray.
Maybe his name is Gary. I don't know. Is it Gary? Let us know. Gary or Gray.
Yeah, I'm half blind, so I can't see it. Yeah. Thank you very much.
You need to up that prescription by about 30%.
I reckon get some binoculars, tape them to my face.
Telescopes on his eyes. Telescopes, you know.
Yeah, that's it. There he goes. Kung Fu Chef. I can get semis. Actually, I really want the Benelli M4, but they aren't cheap. Yep, they aren't. Anything with Benelli name is not cheap. There you go. The Sulan TAC 12 comes in semi. Yes, it does, but as you know, we can't have it.
Hey, tell them about the instruction manual.
I don't know if I should. Okay. You reckon I should? I don't know.
That bad. It's not that bad because it's not a semi-automatic, but I think it's just the general information guide.
Yeah. You open up the manual and it says, "Thank you for purchasing your Sulan TAC 12 semi-automatic shotgun."
Yeah. Well, basically, same as the Dickinson, they pretty much are. That they not are that semi-automatic, but the way they're designed is that same thing. It's just all you're doing is just instead of having gas operator doing it, you're just pulling it backwards and forwards. I mean, there's not much that it's they've only got a gas system to make it blow back and bring it forward on its own. That's really about it. So it's the same design, it's the same receiver, it's the same everything.
Yeah, exactly. Here we go, bit of controversy. Max P. Australian guns are boring. No one enjoys bolt action. I must disagree with that.
Hang on, but then again, we talk about this a lot. Tell them about our conversations about when we talk about, views in Australia and YouTube. I mean, again, that's why the US guys and the other countries get so many good views because of the type of guns and game they can shoot. Over here, I mean, it's very difficult. Aaron knows that, how difficult it is to get subscribers and views because nobody wants to watch bolt actions on, on YouTube, really, when they can go to the America and watch semi-autos.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I try and bring some fun guns, some real nice high-end guns and a mixture of the more interesting guns as well into the show. Stuff that other people don't have or get. I try and get all that. That's why I try and get on with a lot of the importers that can push me in the right direction to people who own these guns, which is really good. Because, you can only go, I have to say, as we said before, you can only go so far with the bolt action on YouTube. So if you're doing long range, and then, there's a lot of controversy of the long range channels here in Australia and overseas as well popping up. People are complaining about, they don't think it's shooting the distances, and you just hear every excuse from people, really, unfortunately. But well, some guns are pretty boring in Australia. I've got to admit that you can only do so much with a bolt action. But hey, what are the chances of ever getting anything back, really? We're never going to see semi-autos, I don't think. They're not going to give us anything back.
Be nice if the bastards did, though, but...
Oh, yeah. No, in 23 years, we haven't got anything back. And really, if it hasn't happened in 23 years, apart from just more gun bans, I don't think we're going to get anything back. Everyone knows that. We're just falling on deaf ears, unfortunately, because they want to protect their little cushy jobs. But that's my rant for the night. Okay, so you pick some out, Jason.
All right, you go. I'm only up to 728. Mine's disappeared too. So you bring it up. You bring it up, and I'll look at it. We can't even scroll down even a little bit because it just loses it. Bolts, effing shit. No, man, I don't know. I disagree. You know what I mean? I like my good long range bolt guns. I mean, I just have fun, mate. Bolt actions are fun for your long range stuff. I mean, you're not really seeing the straight pulls in the long range arena. It's pretty much your custom bolt guns or even your cheaper ones with good hand loads. So, I mean, it's possible, man. I don't know. I disagree a little bit. I think the bolt fun. Listen, if I hadn't gotten to the long range shooting and varminting, I probably would agree with you. But now that I have, once you go down that rabbit hole, that's a very, very deep, expensive, rewarding hole you can go down.
Yeah, exactly. And I saw how much fun you were having hitting your steel for your first time at 1,000 meters. That's always a buzz whenever I take someone long range shooting and they're whacking fire extinguishers at 1,000 meters. It's just such a joy, and they absolutely love it. So you can have a lot of fun with them. And at the end of the day, we just have to make do with what we got. We've got to make the most of it, and we don't want to be beaten. Make the most of what we got. And here we go. Cat D is from Boosted. Is only a dream for me. Well, it's only a dream for pretty much 99.9% of the shooting community.
But then again, I know guys that, that stuff's really important to them, guys, and they really know they've only got one life, and they're trying to. I know actually one and a second guy now relocating to the US because they love guns so much. So that's their life. That's what they want to do, and they're trying their best to get that green card and get over into the US and work and trying to make connections for work and stuff like that. So it's a possibility if that's how much you love guns. So don't get me wrong. I've thought about it a bunch of times. I got no kids, got no wife, so. I can, I've got a good job, but I could get up and move at any time. So,
yeah, I'm a free agent as well, and if I had the money, I could close my business down tomorrow and live in Texas on a ranch any day of the week. That'll be me. Okay, there you go, Jason.
We have a variety of guns. Just because we can't get semis, I wouldn't say it's boring. Most use action, and I feel in bolt. Sorry, man, I don't. Does someone want to feel someone's bolt? It's not mine. All right,
this is the wrong channel for that. Okay. We do have a variety of guns. We can't have semi-autos, but once we talk about, we just have to make do with what we got. Not everyone can pack up and move, can they? Got families and parents and kids and good jobs. No, they don't get paid a lot over there too. You'd be a big culture shock going over there and getting paid a fraction of what you get paid here.
You've got a super chat too, my friend.
Okay, we'll bring that up. This is from Matt Carl. If you ever want to try the MH12 double barrel side-by-side straight pull, I get mine in a few months. That'll be awesome. Thank you very much for that, Carl. I hope you are in Brisbane. Send me a message.
His name's Matt Carl, you idiot.
What was that?
Matt Carl.
That's what I said.
You know what we do? We're going to super chat so this bastard can get some new glasses.
That's what I said, isn't it? Matt Carl.
Yeah, but then you said, "Oh, thanks, Carl."
Oh, yeah, well, yeah. Jesus, we got a grammar Nazi here I've got to work with. So, hi, Aaron. What do you think about using 6.1722 millimeter for shooting snakes? A, you can't shoot snakes, and B, I don't know what round that is, so maybe it could be a troll. Jason?
Yeah, don't shoot snakes. It's illegal, man.
Yeah, massive fine. Snakes are our friends, apparently. Colin Penfold, do you shoot rabbits with a shotgun for the meat? I remember a conversation that Jason and me had about this. Without creating paddock pizza. No, I'm all about paddock pizza. I don't eat rabbit. I had it overseas, and I think it is foul myself. I just never liked it. I've had it a few times and just could not get into the taste of it. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to upset anyone, but no, just disintegrate them. That's it. There's no such thing as overkill.
Yeah, man. What else we got here, man? We're not even up to 728 yet. We're at 806. We might have to do the what'd you call it last week? The quick shooter round where we basically answer them quickly.
Oh, we are. We're going to have to, I think. Yep. I'm just buggered that we missed all those questions before because here we go, something very nice, and they haven't been banned yet, which was good, and they got away with it down in Victoria. My first shotgun was the Seymour M26, and I have used this gun, and it is awesome. It's a high-end gun. It's about 3,200, I believe, at the time, and it's a side straight pull, but not spring assist. So bang, 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 and push it forward.
I'm not cutting it off, but you got a super chat, man, before it disappears quickly.
Okay, from Jace Go Fast, $7.99. Thank you so much, Aaron. Can you tell me what suburbs the 100 acres are for 40,000 out west? None. Also, I'd like anything technical, just because I like the look of them. That's fair enough. Everyone likes different sorts of guns, and I like the technical looking guns as well. They're a bit of fun. $40,000. I've seen stuff out by Tara. That was a couple of years ago. I even saw 200 acres for $100,000 fenced out that way. I know a lot of people do buy out there for shooting. They're just chopping that up. There's nothing out there though. But yep, so have a look out that. I just look on the real estate website. Okay.
God, Nova, Sulan Arms or Sulan Arms.
Sulan.
Looking for a loose spring.
That was quite, as you'll see in the video, it wasn't heavy at all. It was very smooth. I didn't think it needed it myself, but if you wanted to, but the last thing you want is for it to open up when it's firing. That's something you don't want. And I agree with Neil H. Hit the like button, everyone. Yes, please do hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Jason.
Have you ever shot a Browning 1880s 10 gauge? No, mate. I've had a few Brownings in my time too. The Browning Grand Prix, shot Browning 725, the 525, all nice guns, man. I think they're made in the same factory as Miraca in Japan, as far as I'm aware. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, both great guns, Browning and Miraca. Very nice.
No, I've not shot the Browning, but I did have, and this is my biggest regret ever, absolutely ever, selling was my 10 gauge H&H. It was a panic buy after I damaged my eye and I should not have sold it. So I'm looking for another one. 10 gauge is so much fun. I really do like it.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another super chat here from Jay Rush again. Thank you, Jay. What stirs me up is I can legally own as many semi-automatic handguns as I want, but I can't own a 22 LR semi-automatic rifle. Oz gun laws are frustrating. Yes, they are completely ridiculous. And yeah, we see that sort of stuff all the time, don't we?
I remember when I first got my pistol license, I think it was after the first 6 months, I could own one centerfire or two centerfires or two rimfires. I couldn't own one centerfire and one rimfire under the pistol laws here on your the second part of your 6 months of your 12 months. So the 6 to the 12-month mark, when you buy one, you're going to have two. It's either two centerfires or two rimfires. Like, what? What's that solving, man? I can have two 9mm or two rimfire 22s, but not a 9mm and a 22. Stupid.
Yeah. The whole laws are dumb. And exactly. You can have little handguns, but you can't have a rifle, semi-automatic 22. I think we should do a ridiculous law live stream one day. I think people would like that. I think that would be quite good. There you go, Jace.
Hi, guys. I actually like the funness and recall of a 410. I know you have mentioned a 410 is for a new student kids club. I reckon a 410 is for all. What do you think? Yeah, man. I mean, I used to know guys to shoot birds with a 410. Great starter gun. I know the ammo is pretty expensive for it. It's not that bad, but it's definitely a lot more expensive than 12 gauge. And a lot of people like to buy the sub gauges, and I've been like that as well, like a 20 or a 28. I'd love that, but it's just too expensive, man. Like, you're going to get more hit with your 12 gauge, and it's going to be cheaper. Just, if you can afford it and you want one, like eventually I see a 20 or a 28 in my future as well, but again, a bit more expensive. You might as well just buy a 12. But if you got the money and you got the money to defeat it, go right ahead, dude.
Yeah, yep, exactly. The 410s are a lot of fun. The only 410 I've actually shot was with you, Jason, out of the judge.
Judge.
Yeah.
When we're shooting it.
Yeah, and we broke it. Okay. Browning coach guns are great scrub guns. I don't have a Browning one, but I do have a coach gun, and I agree they are so much fun. Just old school. I really do like my coach gun. And here's our old friend, Explosive Bagara. Good to see you again.
Yeah.
Best shotgun in the world is the Baikal. Is it Baikal or
Baikal? I think it is Baikal.
Yep. MP153. It's a Russian and Italian importer organization, a promotion on which Baikal shoot 50,000 in 5 days with zero malfunctions. Breda and Benelli refused the challenge. Ooh.
I've heard a good thing about those Baikal. They're a cheaper one, but I think, I've heard good things about those. Yeah, it definitely stands out because I've heard a few stories about them. So,
yeah, definitely. If the bigger guys wouldn't come up for the challenge, it'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Okay. Where are we?
What time are you up to now?
7:17.
Shit. We started the live stream at 7 and we're only 17 minutes in.
I know. I feel really bad every week that we don't get to everyone. Unfortunately. There you go, Jason. Let's keep going through them.
The government will be happy to prom a Benelli M2 out of my crying, pissed off hands. Well, people say that, but then again, when they come knocking, we tend to back down a bit.
Yeah. Pray to God they don't come knocking.
Fire, man. We might have to. We've got about 17 minutes left, man. We can probably go to about 8:35, 8:40, but we probably should start hitting them quick, man, and try and smash as many as we can.
Okay. I'll bring them up. You read them.
Okay. Go. Yeah. Booyal Prepper. What's the minimum length on a shotgun like mare's leg? Okay.
Mare's leg is a little short one.
Oh, okay.
A Rossi.
Okay.
Yeah. The minimum, I think it is 16 inches, but we're not lawyers. Look into it. I think it is 16 inches.
Always talk to your local registry.
Yeah, exactly. Linus Outdoors. What about doing the YouTube videos on old calibers like 303 British and less common calibers like the WSSM family of cartridges, please? Well, I am going to be doing one on my fully restored Lithgow 303 British that I restored a couple of years ago. So that is coming. You would have seen it on a few videos in the past of me shooting it. So yes, that is coming. We'll be doing that for you, Linus.
Right.
Yeah, Jace. It's Carl
All right.
again.
Semi-auto would have to be the Beretta A400 Extreme. Yeah, they're good. Hardly any recoil. 3.5 mag load. Beretta 692 Black Edition 32-inch barrels for clays. All good, mate. All good. Yep. Nothing wrong with those, man.
And I got a super chat here from Matt Carl, same guy down here. Thank you very much, Matt. I'm in Victoria, boys. Happy to send it up to you, or we can ever if you can, we can travel down here. I have 400 acres to shoot on. Beretta A400 Extreme Plus 12+1 is really good for clay trick shots. Cool. Well,
we're heading down to Victoria.
Yeah, Jason and me are on doing a road trip.
Let's go. Yeah, let's head down. Let's pack. Let's go tomorrow.
No, we can't. They're in lockdown.
Ah, shit, you bastards in Victoria.
Yeah. We might take you up in the north and do a road trip sometime.
Yeah, good. All right, what do we got there? Mr. White, let's not forget John Howard is a twat. Yes, he is. He sold out Australia. Disgusting coming from Conservative Prime Minister. Yeah, man, I've been saying that for a while, man. I mean, the Conservatives are supposed to want to defend your gun rights, not take them away from you. But when you got bipartisan support from Labor and Liberal, what do you expect, man? You know, both equally as bad. I'd never, ever, ever, ever until the day I'm in a pine box vote for Labor, Liberal or National or Greens.
No, totally. We may do an election thing when the live stream when the elections come up for a bit of a laugh. Okay. A, B, C, D. Can't support any Turkish guns as an American.
Armenian.
Armenian, sorry. Armenian. Yep. Okay, well, I understand that. I do sort of understand that, but yeah, I don't really understand that, Jason.
I used to know a chick that was Armenian. Man, she was cute as hell. That's what I know. She was Armenian. Yeah, she was a stunner.
Yeah, yeah. I can understand that, but yeah, unfortunately, we don't have much choice over here.
And you got another super chat, brother.
Okay, you read that one. Oh, we've got 2 more super chats.
All right, yeah. No, you already did that first one. I think it's the $10 one. Novus protection issues on Turkish shotguns really depend on ammo years. Yeah, that's true, man. I used to have an AAC 1887. That was finicky, man. I'm glad I went to a straight pull, mate. That's all I can say. I'm glad I went to a straight pull. I think in this day and age, again, if you had your choice and they're on the market to buy in your state, buy the straight pull.
Yep, exactly. So the Phantom HD, $10. Thank you very much, Phantom. For the ammo fund, thank you, because that review the other day cost me quite a bit of money to all those slugs I shot. I spent a couple of $100 on ammo alone on Monday to get tomorrow's review out for you.
Read the new one. You got a $5 super chat from our mate Explosive Bagara HMR.
Explosive. My wife is about to freak out when I tell her I'm getting the new Sulan TAC 12. Good stuff. Yeah,
you never tell them. That's how it's supposed to work.
Or if she wants to take out the anger on you, tell her just to email me and I'll take one for the team. I think that's only fair. Okay, here we go. Hello, boys. Must kill zombies. Good to see you. There we go. Bolt release shotgun. I guess you're talking about the Verni Caron. That's the only one here, and they have to produce them here and import the parts and produce them here because Border Force won't let them in, but we can have them. But I don't think you can have New South Wales, of course.
Bloody New South Wales. Bastards. Absolute bastards they are.
Yep.
All
I'm just going down a few here.
Yeah. That's all right. So, yeah, we look forward to Aaron's one tomorrow, looking up the Sulan TAC 12 for tomorrow.
Saloon Arms.
Oh, it's a Sulan, all right? It's not Sulan, Saloon.
Captain Caveman.
So I want to get an Adler straight pull, but already have a lever sib. What's the sib? You know what that is?
No, I don't know that one. No.
Sorry, I've got no idea what that is. Did you cut it off by accident? I'm not sure.
No, I didn't. No, yeah, let's put it this way: you get what you pay for. Let's put that. The Adler, I hadn't had lever action. Worst shotgun I ever owned in my life. That's what I have to say about the levers. But yeah, the straight pulls, definitely a lot of fun, I reckon. Yeah, I'd take the straight pulls over lever action.
All right, we have 15 minutes to go, man. Let's supercharge some questions.
Happy Hunter, go for it.
I take 2 shotguns and 3 rifles to work me every day. If the law would allow, I'd take a couple of pistols as well. Long live things that go bang. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Next one.
Ben, I got a Berica Black Ops. Love it. Yes, very good guns. Man, they are solid. And the owner of the company really did look after the owners by spending his own money and getting them remade to appease the federal police and border force. So good on him. Yeah, and they are very good guns. G'day, guys, from New South Wales, from Bombala, New South Wales.
Yep.
$12,000 is crazy. Well, talking about the F3 Blazer, but in the shotgun community, $12,000 for serious shotgunners who do these big international contests, that is just like an entry-level rifle for them, shotgun. Some of these guys, it's nothing for them to drop $20,000, $30,000 on them.
What else we got? Look down. I know there's discussions down there, guys. So we're just trying to get to like actual questions as much as we can. Matt Carl went to Italy last year and saw them making high-end Beretta SO10 at the factory. That was an experience. Yeah, man. It's always good to see the production process. It's quite a lot of fun, mate, in the way they make firearms, watching the factories and stuff like that. It's definitely good to see.
Yeah. And there we go. My time to shine. I have a Cat C license in Victoria for clay target shooting under medical, and I've owned 2 semi-automatic shotguns at one time. Nice. I think here in Queensland you can only have one of each, or just one. They make it very hard up here. Happy Hunter.
I would sell a few thousand acres here and buy some up there. How many acres do I need to have an AR-15?
About 5.
Find out next week.
5,000 is what I hear. They want 5,000 and prove that you got major problems with pests on it.
It's not as easy as we're making out. There's a lot of asking questions from the registry, no doubt, because again, they just don't want you to have it, guys. Remember, they do not want you to have it. Even if you're eligible, they'll try their absolute best to stop you from having it and bog you down with red tape.
Yep. There you go. We talked about this before. Hey, fellas, from James. Hey, fellas, what's your thoughts on the Eckhart Churchill?
For me, not so good, man. For me, not so good. But there's probably plenty out there that do a good job. I just know one guy had a side-by-side, a under-over Eckhart Churchill. Man, he put 15,000 rounds through that thing in about 3 years, and it was never missed a beat. So, you know, it's hit and miss, mate, like anything. The cheaper you buy, the more chances of having a miss. It's just really as simple as that. The more expensive ones have lemons too, but I think you're less likely to get a lemon because you've got people looking at them that are making sure QA, quality assurance, what's going out the door is not going to have any problems.
And things like the Blazer and Holland, that those guns are made by one person from beginning to end. And nothing, and everything is handmade to fit that one gun. So that's the sort of quality you're getting. Here's an earlier super chat. Can you recommend factory 12 gauge? We talked about that, and thank you so much, GeForce.
Let's go rapid fire, man. Rapid fire.
Okay.
Berica, Storm, and Stoga Tactical 12 gauge 20-inch Epic. Yeah, they're probably good, man. Great stuff. Smash a few pigs. Jump on the back of the quad, and off we go.
Okay, keep reading them, Jason. I'll just flick them up.
No size is mentioned legislation, but around 5,000 acres is generally rule of thumb to get Cat D in Queensland. Well, there you go.
Yep. And a super chat.
Matt Carl, nice work. Keep up the good work. Appreciate that super chat. Aaron will be able to get that bloody chair soon.
Yeah, exactly. Boo said, you can't buy Dragon's Breath rounds. I wish. Well, they were selling them here in Queensland, very expensive. I don't know if they still are, but there is one shop here that was selling them down the Gold Coast. You can get fireworks rounds as well for your shotguns, which is a lot of fun. I've used those once, and they're a lot of fun. Okay.
What do we got?
Chris, our old friend Chris.
I always tell the wife tax return is the new gun stimulus package. Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Agreed.
Definitely. I'm a small business owner, and I don't get.
Only tell them what they need to know.
Yeah, or just don't tell them at all.
Or don't take my advice either.
I'm a small business owner, so I don't get tax returns, unfortunately.
What else we got there, mate? There's a lot of discussion going on in the forums tonight. We're just stoked, mate. This week we were sort of between 50 and 100 last week, so it's good to see that we're well over 100 now. It's great. Bloody hell, picked up in just a week. Shit good.
Yeah, old crazy horse. Weapons License Queensland is giving out PTAs for pump shotguns with medical certs to a few people at the moment. Yeah. That's good.
Basically, your category C for your clay target. It's sports shooting. Same in New South Wales. Same in most states. I think all states have got the same thing. Yeah.
Yep. And Gary
started. What does it say? De-hopting in the 1960s with a 22 and a 16 gauge. Different times then could buy anything you liked and still have 9 guns been shooting 55 years. Wow, it's good spelling there, Gary.
Yeah. Yeah, remember I'm working with the grammar Nazi here from hell. He always corrects me all the time.
Years. Look at the last word. Years. Y-E-A-R-S. But I think, hang on, is what you near the Y? It is. I'll give you that, Gary. I'll give you that because Y is near the U.
Yeah, that's good shooting for long. And yep, that is good. And some of the old timers talking about what they used to have compared to what we can't have now. It's really, really sad.
It is,
what they've
Gary.
taken away.
Yeah, suppressors for hunting when. I've been asking for this for a long time. They keep taking guns off us. They keep doing stuff. I'd love to see it. Me and Aaron I've been frustrated probably the last 2 to 3 years from doing the podcast that, all these politicians, mainly the pro-gun ones, telling us what we want to hear, but basically never, ever, ever delivering on not even one single policy. As I said, the best policy we've probably had is public land hunting in New South Wales. Last 15 years, we've not achieved a single thing since then. So when are they going to achieve something? They keep saying when we get more people. Mate, it's been 25 years since Port Arthur. If we don't have enough by now, it's not looking good. So I hope they're going to get results. I'll continue to vote pro-gun, but, again, they promise, but unfortunately never deliver. It's a bit sad, really, but it is what it is.
Yep, exactly. And Aussie Capitalist, $3.99, super sticker. Thank you so much, Aussie. And I want to say again, I really do appreciate all these super chats and all my Patreons as well. And so is Jason. You can find Jason's Patreon as well as mine out there. And all the links are down below. We really do appreciate the help that you guys give both our shows. That we really do. It's fantastic. And it means a lot to us, guys. Geez, more coming. I thought we were going to get to the end. We were at the end.
No, I'm just scrolling down. We are not even chipping the surface, guys.
Okay. Ask for forgiveness, not permission when it comes to the wife and guns. If
you want to get or not.
Here we go, Jace.
Wife is listening to this stream right now and said you can get as many guns as you want. Mate, if she's saying that, you better put a ring on that woman's finger right now, mate. Right now. Get on your knees if she's listening.
Well, obviously have. He says wife.
Oh, okay. If she's a wife, just do your nuptials again, for your 10 or 20-year anniversary or whatever.
No, I suggest us get out there tomorrow and spend up big before she changes her mind.
Spend while she says yes.
And even drain her bank account as well.
If you can get access to her super, do that too. Get that too.
Yep. And then you'll be fine because she said so.
Let's go, mate. Rapid fire for the next 7 minutes. Let's hit them hard.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna go super quick now, guys. All I want are cheap Turkish lever releases. Yep. Smack them in, buy them, get your credit card out. Let's go. All right, happy hunter. When Corona bullshit is over, I'm willing to be host a shoot on my farm for Aaron, Jace, and any fans that are keen. Happy hunter. You legend. Yep. I'll be right down there. Bring the long range. How big's his land? Can we do some long range shooting? Yes, we can.
400 acres, I think.
With your approval, of course,
Yep.
Okay. For James asked about the Acker Churchill, I use one for occupational shooting, 20-inch synthetic. It's been tough as nails and reliable, but was initially very stiff in the action. Yeah, I hear that about them. Sometimes they get a bit stiff, but once you work them in, I had like I said, side by side, not really, not sort of that style gun, but yeah, it's hit and miss, guys. Always hit and miss.
Exactly. Where are all the likes? The likes are 81 only. Yeah, where are all the likes?
Unbelievable.
I can't see the likes here on this computer program. Yeah, please hit that like button. It bumps up the algorithm and it really helps. So, yeah, please like and subscribe. I know we keep saying that.
Couple of idiots with 2 thumbs down. Obviously, they're not very happy with our, free content, which we love having with you guys on a Thursday night every week.
I don't think we can make it any freer, can we? But yes, no, some of them are. Yeah, there's always miserable bastards out there. Well, I've reached the bottom, so we can just go. Yeah.
I was always wondering. I was wondering how far down you were.
Here's another one, the last one. Still hoping for 3-gun in Queensland with straight pull rifles. That would be awesome. I reckon that would be really good. Just got to find ranges with a big enough land, I guess. But that would be a lot of fun.
You know what would be good? 3-gun with semi-automatics and pump shotguns. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. And 30 round pistol mags.
And anything with a drum mag.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that shoots dragon breath.
Anyway, listen, I was at the top at 7:40. I thought, how many questions are there? Shit, we haven't even. But you're down the bottom. I was scrolling down occasionally to see where you were, but couldn't find it. But we can probably
still. That's still coming in.
Question, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Banana da.
Yeah, I don't know where that is. Is that someone's street?
Either that or something being a bit silly, one or the other. Or is it a real? I don't know. Is it?
Yeah, I don't know. Never heard of it. There is a lot of Australian names that are a bit odd, though. It's like the Greens supporters with 2 dislikes. Yes, there would definitely be Green supporters, and there'd be vegans. I guarantee it.
Yeah. And Dave's correct, mate. No internet issues. Yes, well done, Dave. Helping Aaron out sort that cluster fucking house with his internet. So good to see. Are you on the laptop or are you on the normal computer?
Normal computer, the new computer, the new everything. I spent up big my own money to get some gear for this podcast. So now it is all working. So it's really good.
We got we got 8:40 guys, then we'll have to 8:38 and we'll call it quits because you beautiful bastards have been great tonight and the numbers have been fantastic, guys. I mean, good discussion on shotguns.
This is the best numbers we've ever had. Yep. And I watch a few of the bigger shows, live streams, and they don't get 100 consecutive viewers. So this is really good from you guys. There you go. Bunny busting from Neil. Bunny busting and long range with 22 LR. I don't know how long range would be with a 22 LR.
Here we go. I got a good one. Nice. Anna. Check out the one from Anna. Yes, Anna. Not all us women stop their men from hunting and buying guns. In our house, it's my man stopping me. All right. Are you single? Hit me up, Anna. Hit me up.
Well, she's not. It's her man. Jesus.
How long you been with him for? If everyone, if he's been with him longer than 5 years, it's always time for a change. Okay.
Anna, you can come to Shooting Stuff Australia and shoot some guns with me if you like.
Sorry, Anna. I forgot the key part that you had a partner. Obviously, I'm just mucking around. Obviously, so just have a laugh with us. It's all fun and games.
Any news on the Wedgetail pistol case? No, I have no idea. No, I haven't heard anything about that or any news on the Wedgetail lately since the police banned it and gave it back. Jason.
Yeah, I've got a 6-shot Dickinson in walnut stock and 20-inch barrel. The way I run the shotgun right-hand config is I use my pointer to grab the hand and my thumb that rides over the top of the receiver. Oh, yeah, so more like that. Yeah, so you pull it with your finger. Yeah, how does that work? I'll give that a try. I think that's how I do it too. I go bang. Yeah, no, I do too. Yeah, same way.
Yeah, I seem to, hook it and bring it back. Operator. Laughing. I was meant to hit this one here. No, this
With
one.
a couple of square boxes. Obviously, you put an emoji, I think, in there.
Yep.
What's a great shotgun for beginners? We have 410 and want to go 12 gauge. Like I said, Sergeant Serious, mate. MK70 Miracle, mate. Can't go wrong. 1600 now. I'm not sure. I haven't looked recently. Prices probably have gone up with the price increase, but 1700 is still a good deal, man. You're going to have it the rest of your life, man.
Depends on what you want to do with it. If you just want to play around, go a coach gun. Small 20-inch coach gun or one of the better straight pulls as well. But as you said, I think the Miracus are some of the best for the bang for the buck for clay shooting. That's for sure.
We'll finish off with this one, man. Go down about the ABCD. He's got a good question there. I can help on that one. Yeah, man. Can you tell us why the guns rust over so quick? Shot my lever ones and the lever area, which I forgot to oil, had surface rust. Yeah, man. What I do is, like, if you can drill a hole in the side of your safe at the back or on the side, it's a golden rod. It plugs into electricity. It heats up the safe and pushes the humid air out of the safe. That's one thing. And number two, the best things you can own, I buy them in 5 liters, is either Inox, Lanox, which is lanolin, or the other brand, which is Lanotech Ultimate Protection, or now rebranded Lanotech Steel Seal. It's a derivative of lanolin. I don't put anything back in my safe without Inox or Lanox or the Ultimate Protection, now renamed Steel Seal, mate. If you put those on your guns, man, 5 liters, $70, mate, it's going to last you, mate, 10 years. And I also spray it Lanox and lanolin underneath my 4-wheel drive on the chassis rails, anything that don't want to rust and all that, mate. It takes about 2 liters for one vehicle, mate. I put it in the barrel, on the barrel, I wipe it down, never have any rust, mate, with those 2 situations. So the oil, or the Linox and Anox, Inox and Lanox, or Steel Seal, and the golden rod plugged into electricity to push the humid air out. Trust me, it works, dude. Trust me.
Yeah, I normally use a G98 quick spray of that, but the only real rusting problem I ever had was my 1911, and when I moved it to a different safe somewhere else in the house, the rusting stopped. So I couldn't believe it, but that's the only one. And I hadn't used it for a few months, and it was bad, on the verge of pitting everything.
Yeah, on inside the barrel, on the barrel. Like I said, I go buy one of those paint brushes from Bunnings, a big one with probably 2 inches wide, and I just put it in a Ziploc bag, and I just sort of scrunch it up, and then when I bring it out, I spray it, and that gets when you use the brush, it's almost like painting the stuff on, because you can get under the ribs of the shotgun, you can get in all the nooks and crannies that just wiping it over with a rag's not going to get to, guys. So trust me, get a paintbrush, good quality one, $10. Yeah, nice and soft, mate. Use that, and I just almost like, mate, under the ribs of your shotguns, in between both barrels of your shotgun, if you got a under and over, because you can't get in there. I mean, no way you can do that, and you don't want it to rust in there. So, does the job, guys. Does the job. Trust me. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, we'll just do a couple. Here we go. Our new friend Anna. Aaron, I'm a part of the 243 club. Fair enough.
Girlfriend's not probably gonna, or husband's not gonna like me too much after this, but she knows I'm just kidding. She knows I'm kidding.
Yeah. Neil, let's do the 3 hours, boys. From now on, it's getting better and better every week. It is getting better, and we are really enjoying it a lot. But 3 hours, I don't think we'd sit still for 3 hours, to be honest.
Yeah.
Our first one was 2.5 hours, and that was awesome. We might do a Christmas special, I reckon. Maybe start during the day.
Yeah.
And
we start wrapping it up, mate. It's been a good night again. I'm enjoying these live streams too. It's really good to see the progression, guys, of just, we were probably having last week, maybe we started off on 15, 20 to 30. It was pretty good initially. Even from round 1, we were doing really well. Then we got to about 50 to 60 constantly. And then last week, I think it was about 70. And tonight, it's just exceeded anywhere now, even 120. We've had constantly 120 to 140 for the whole stream. It's just, that's 40 to 50 up from last week. So let's see if we can build that up again next week into something better. And if you've got any ideas of what we should talk about, because Aaron's always bugging me, and I'm like, dude, it's your show. You tell me what we're going to talk about. So,
hey, I've come up with every idea so far. And definitely tell us what you want us to talk about, and we will do it. And once again, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. And please subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. And all our details are down below in the description on all our social medias. And once again, we both apologize if we didn't get to your question. There's still dozens and dozens still coming in. So we really do appreciate it. And we are sorry if we do miss it.
Yeah. And Mick Becker said, yeah, we hit 145 tonight. Yeah, absolutely. And super chats were good again, guys. You're really helping Aaron out and, getting the ammunition, mate. I couldn't do what he do because, it's too expensive and, it's expensive to go out and shoot and put to feed your guns these days. You can buy the gun, but if you can't afford to feed it, like I just bought that 300 Win Mag and it's going to be expensive to feed. I can't be out there weeks in, weeks out, putting hundreds of rounds down range per week. I don't have the money for that. So, it's really helped him out on getting these live super chats and supporting the show. And, we're happy to help anyone. Just give us a message. We'll help anyone for free. We're not after the money. So just send us an email or a message.
Yeah, we answer all your questions. It's really good. But thank you so much, guys. And it's been once again a fantastic week. And watch out at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon for the Sulan 12 or Saloon 12 shotgun review. So the full review will be out tomorrow. And once again, have a great week and a safe weekend. And hope you all get out and do a bit of shooting. So take care and see you in 7 days. See ya.